Welcome to Haslip Cycleworks. In our previous episode in this build series, we welded together our frame. In this episode, we're going to be adding all the running gear to that frame. Let's get to it. When you first get all these parts together, it is a little overwhelming. It does look like there's a lot there. So to make it a little easier on myself, I'm going to take all the smaller pieces and combine them. So like our sprocket adapter, the sprocket, and the hardware for that, I'm going to go ahead and assemble all those smaller parts into one complete part. We'll kind of stack all those parts together, and before you know it, the table will be clear and we should have a roller. And yes, I know the bead hasn't been seated yet on these wheels on either side. Still gotta get that done, but this is just for mock-up. You put these on the end of the axle, and that keeps your wheel and tire combo from sliding off the axle. Second issue actually, if you count not being able to get those tires to bead on the wheels. The axle nuts that are in these deep dish wheels take a 1 7/16 socket, which is fine. I have a 1 7/16 socket, but it doesn't come close, and with the amount of thread that's going to stick out from the axle, I need a deep socket. I spent my lunch break today running around Lowe's, Home Depot, Harbor Freight, True Value, AutoZone, Advanced, and O'Reilly's, and was unable to find a deep socket. So I'll show you what I came up with, and hopefully it'll work. I could order one of these, but I don't want to wait the 2 or 3 days for it to come in. Jake's itching to get this thing on the road, and I'm itching to get it done so I can start on some other stuff in the garage that I haven't even shown you guys yet. But so my thought process was, when I couldn't find a deep enough one, I picked up a cheap one from AutoZone. 10 bucks I think, and it was on sale. 1 to 7/16 standard socket. An exhaust extension tube. I would say that that works. I think we unfortunately have run into a real issue on the build. To fix the tires not beating, but I think what I'm going to do is take the valve cores out of each wheel and use this. This does not require the valve to put air in, and you get a lot higher volume of air with this. So it'll simply just rush a bunch of air in there to hopefully pop the tires over and set the bead. So I think we got that licked. We'll find out for sure. But the real issue is with the front wheel. I'm sure you've seen the wheel in the background, but it's this guy here. Jake wanted to run the slightly wider wheel. The plans and instructions do call for a 20-inch tall wheel, which that's what this is. This is a 20. I don't know if you can see it right there, but 20. But it is 4¼ inches wide. Height-wise, we're fine, but when you look at, all right, first off, the tire itself is very close between the two forks. But the lugs on either side will not fit between the forks. And even if I were to like put something in here and stretch the forks out, the caliper actually rubs on the inside of the fork. So you can kind of, when I lift it up here, you can see what I'm talking about. So, yeah. Well, that's not a real easy and quick fix, I don't believe. I think we're going to have to stop here. We need a couple other pieces too. Setting the bead on the tires and getting the front wheel and tire combo kind of straightened out. So I think we have two options there. And I'll have to get with Jake and see which way he wants to go. It's either going to be sourcing another 20-inch front wheel that's a little thinner, or I'm gonna have to cut the forks and kind of widen those out a little bit. And I think that's gonna be it for this episode, because I don't think I can get that fixed before this video is due out. So we're gonna leave it here. I'm gonna do a quick walk around so you can see the progress that we have made. Until next time, get up, get out there and do it.